This is the Food Scientist Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, downloading, streaming, whatever it is you're doing. Keep doing it. Thank you very much. I am your host.
Podcast related.
Well, if they're listening, I don't care.
Okay.
However they found us, I'll take it.
Yeah, whatever.
I am your host, Amy Zajac. I am here with Danny Sussman.
This is Danny Sussman.
Yes, it is. And Brian Pierce.
Hey, everyone. How's it going?
We are in a new room, so I don't know if you'll tell the difference.
New studio location here.
I have a sore throat, so that can cover it up.
Yeah.
I sound extra sexy, froggy.
Phlegmy. Yeah. It's a sexy phlegmy, though.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, everything I do is sexy. No, probably not.
No.
Moving on. We'll cover our food news and food experiences of the week. We'll move on to the Most Stuffed Oreos.
Oh, my goodness.
We have some more international KitKats, and we're going to end with potato chips from Egypt.
India,
excuse me. Wrong way.
Egypt or a future week.
Oh.
Yes, Egypt is the future week, so
I
teaser for that.
I do have Egyptian chips, but these are from India.
Mm.
Okay. With that said, we will go on. Do you want to start with your food news, Brian?
Oh, sure. Oh, my goodness. There's been a lot going on lately. The first thing I want to say, though, is maybe have you noticed that it's been harder to find the little candy hearts this Valentine's season?
Yes.
I haven't really looked for the candy hearts.
They aren't really on my radar either. They've just always been there, right? But they are not this year. The company Necco, I think I'm saying that right?
Necco wafers.
They went out of business.
Somebody put out candy hearts at work.
They
must
probably
be really
were
old.
Yes, because
they tasted still.
Now, there are generic ones out there still that are out there, but you will not find a lot of candy hearts.
No, the ones that came in the little pink
yeah,
box.
The ones that we all remember from elementary school.
This year, M&M's has larger M&M's with messages written on them.
There are a lot of things there.
We'll have to get those for the
There
podcast.
are Oreos that have, other than the Love Oreos. Well, no, maybe that is what I'm thinking of. They're Love Oreos with the little sayings that we talked about.
The Love Oreos have
which, I think, Danny, I don't know if I shared this with you or Amy, or maybe we were all together, but I think I realized when I read this somewhere else what the flavor is in the Love Oreos. A hint of but Flintstone vitamins.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, that has the chalkiness.
And that tanginess that's like not fruit.
On this topic, I actually, had read the theory that they were the conversation hearts.
Well, I think that's what they were supposed to be, but that's not what they tasted like.
You know what? That would maybe make sense. Maybe they were taking that route. I mean, they weren't chalky enough to be the conversation hearts. But, because the company went out of business. Now, they haven't bought, I don't know if Brock's is taking over full-time, or they will be back on the shelves next year, but this year we're going to have to do with that.
They just took a break.
Do you know about Necco wafers? Are those coming back?
I don't think so.
I actually like Necco. I used to hate Necco wafers.
Do you like
now
the multicolor one?
The multicolor.
Not the chocolate ones?
Well, those are good, too, but the multicolor have more nostalgia.
Yeah, so that's I think the biggest news I've been hearing about over and over this past week.
You know what I like about the conversation hearts? It's like one of the last holdouts of the dot matrix printer.
A little bit. And I was so impressed when they updated them to say fax me and then text me. So they're keeping up with the times.
But it's still in like the dot matrix text.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is.
It's there in the airplane gates. And if you're like, they always print out the big, long, continuous, but that apparently the pilots like just having the continuous sheet so they can refer to it. So that's more about the continuous feed than the dot matrix. But yeah, last holdouts of dot matrix printers makes it happy for an old guy like me.
Now, I have a lot of news. So
yeah.
Did anyone else have anything they want to share?
I do have one thing.
Go for it.
I have one thing. Burger King has come out with funnel cake fries.
Mm.
Supposedly, they're very similar, though technically different, from when they had funnel cake sticks in 2010. I've never had either of these, but this just might get me to go to Burger King to try some funnel cake fries.
I don't see how.
Because Dunkin' Donut has donut fries, according to this article.
Yeah, I've had those, yeah.
And McDonald's is rumored to be releasing donut sticks in the near future.
Now, the important thing, I didn't read that article, Amy. I'm sorry, you sent it to us. But what are they serving it with? Are they giving you syrup? Are they giving you powdered sugar?
There's powdered sugar on top, just like the real deal.
Okay.
It looks like there might be a dipping sauce too, potentially.
You know,
I think it's just powdered sugar now.
At the State Fair of Texas a couple years ago, they had cookie fries.
Mm-hmm.
Those were pretty good.
They suggest dipping this in milkshakes, by the way.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I could get on board with that.
I have a feeling these will taste okay, but they won't be funnel cake, right? Because funnel cake, you know, that's a batter that goes straight into the deep fryer.
And right into your mouth.
And they squiggle it. In this, they would just have to do a straight line.
Yeah. Well, in this, they're not. There's no way Burger King is doing the straight lines. It's a frozen product that's going straight into the
that they're
fryer.
Heating up.
There's no way.
Yeah, they just...
you
not
can't.
faulting them. That's just how you have to do it.
Production and timing says you can't do it like funnel cake.
I was wrong. No dipping sauce. The 2010 version had dipping sauce.
Okay.
This one does not. So that was mine.
Did you have the Burger King Cheetos chicken fries?
I didn't. I meant to, but...
No, I have not.
Yeah.
I did. I wish I hadn't.
You never talked about that.
That might have been
How were they? No, that was just a few months ago.
No.
I had something similar recently.
Yeah, this was a long time ago. This was around the time they had the Whopperito.
Okay.
Where you could get your Whopper chopped up into a burrito.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to a Burger King and had both on the same day. Finished neither.
Oh, that's a bad day.
Yeah. I mean, you couldn't eat the quantities of both, but they were both really gross in their own special ways.
I believe it.
So, I mean, I give credit. You know, Burger King always has something fries. It's chicken fries, chicken Cheeto fries, now these fries.
Funnel cake, like I said, it might get me to go to Burger King to try them. I mean, I don't have anything against Burger King. I just generally don't do national fast food chains.
I wouldn't make a special trip to try those. I don't think, for me, they're going to be that good.
I
think it's going to be plain.
It's going to be donut sticks.
Right. And I don't think there's going to be enough flavor, especially if they had some sort of like a frosting. I don't even know if that would be the best thing, but I don't know if the powdered sugar is going to be enough to give them enough oomph.
And I feel like if you got that in a drive-thru and had powdered sugar between your fingers and your car and everything, what a mess.
And then if you get stopped, like you have more explaining to do.
Right.
Yeah.
You want white powder all over your face.
Off your nose, because it got,
you just inhale it, right?
No. Yeah, you do not want to get stopped with white powder.
No.
On your face.
That doesn't end well.
What other news do you have?
Well, okay, I have two more things. One quick one. Someone alerted me, a friend of the podcast, Brian, let us know.
Friend of the podcast, me.
You are a friend, though.
Right? I am. Pointed out that just this past Friday, a local bakery, Nadia Cakes, which is amazing. They have so many specialty cupcakes. They do a really good job. But they had one that really made me pause. It was a vanilla cupcake with Mountain Dew frosting, which...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that, but okay. Mm-hmm. And they sprinkled it with Dorito crumbs and a full Dorito on top.
Mm.
Yeah, how is that appealing to anyone?
I do love a savory pastry.
I don't think Doritos are a savory.
I mean, they're more savory than sweet.
They're more savory than sweet, I guess.
But I don't know about that.
That sounds better than it just reminded me of a thing I've seen going around called pimple popper cupcakes and cakes.
That sounds fun. What is it?
Well, it's a cake and a cupcake or whatever.
Is that just like when you step on a Hostess cupcake?
No, they make the frosting look like a pimple, and then you can squeeze it and pop it and watch all the stuff come out. Which hopefully
it's like those YouTube videos. Hopefully, custard. Ew.
And it even kind of grossed me out.
I would eat it. I'd aim it into my mouth.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
I don't know.
I will post links to pictures.
There are people, you've probably seen those videos. There are people, I don't want to watch pimple popping videos, but they are a thing for sure.
Oh, yeah.
People love watching that.
I don't watch them, but they are
love popping pimples too. I don't get that.
There's all sorts of things on the internet, Brian. That's really...
Well, no, those are popular,
on the list of disturbing things you can find videos of on the internet.
That are also popular and get a lot of hits, those videos.
I could still go down that road, but I'm not going to.
it just reminds me of growing up. When I was going through acne, I had to hide from my sister because she would always want to pop the pimples. And it's like, no, you don't need to do that. Sit down.
This is a food podcast. Only if you're eating the stuff inside is this relevant.
Let's get back to something here that I don't know if... Amy has a video, and Danny cannot. He cannot.
We have a podcast to record.
That it still looks delicious, though. I don't care. That's pus. I mean, it's not pus, but anyway.
I'll share the link to the social media. So.
All right. So something happened last month that went under my radar. I don't know how. I'm hoping you two can restore my faith in us.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you this first. Out of the most popular candy bars, well-known popular candy bars, which would you say is your least preferred or least favorite? Or one that you could, take or leave, like that you have...
Crackle?
Oh, okay, that's a good answer.
No, but Crackle is underrated. I would say the plain Hershey bar.
Okay,
all right. See, I think that's underrated.
You got to put peanut butter on it.
Yeah, that's Mr. Good bar.
Speaking of peanut butter, I would probably say Butterfinger.
Oh, I thought
do you know what happened with Butterfinger?
No.
Last month, they came out with a new recipe for the candy bar.
Oh, I did hear about this.
Does it stick in your teeth less?
No. Wait, yes, you didn't word that phrase that way I expected. So, yes, one of the things is it doesn't stick in your teeth as much. So they changed it. It's not creamy, but it's softer.
I hope it's still crunchy, flaky.
Yeah, it is. It's still the Butterfinger, but they've modified it enough where I think I'm going to need to try that. Maybe we'll talk about that in a future episode. But this just, I don't even know how I found it.
You know what? I enjoy Butterfinger. I don't think I ever would buy one, but that's one of those ones like when you're at the doctor's office or at some place where there's a bowl of candy.
What doctors have bowls of candy sitting on?
The dentist.
Yeah. They come back soon.
No, honestly, I've seen that.
I like
the snack size of the Butterfinger. The ones you get,
plenty.
The ones you get in the vending machine or the full size ones are just too big.
Well, I bet you can say that about almost all of them.
No, not the Hershey bar. I would eat that whole thing or the whole Snickers.
Well, and one of the things is... it's a peanut butter candy bar, but I have never tasted a Butterfinger and been like, yeah, this is peanut butter. Allegedly.
It's like a peanut brittle bar.
Allegedly, exactly. Allegedly, it tastes more like peanut butter.
It's not like peanut butter filling like a peanut butter cup, but it's peanut butter candy coated in chocolate.
It's peanut brittle.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this new recipe and seeing, if that bumps it up.
Is there a way to tell on the packaging if you have new formula?
Yes, it does say new recipe.
Okay.
Yep, you will know. And this is not just limited area. This is apparently across the board. It's mid-December that this happened.
We'll have to see if it ends up being
shame on all of us for not
being like the new Coke if they go back or.
Yeah, it will depend on sales. I'm sure.
If both fans of Butterfingers riot and demand changes.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like I've been pretty ambivalent about Butterfingers, so that's probably
that's what I'm saying. Like, if both people who love them demanded that they go back,
both people.
A lot of people like Butterfingers.
Sure, but enough to riot?
I don't know. You'd be surprised. Are you done with all your news?
I'm done with my news. It's a big week.
So, Danny, do you have any news or do you have a food experience? We can move on to experiences.
I was in Las Vegas and I only did one buffet and it was not a mega buffet, but it was a champagne brunch. That was like $15.
Okay.
So, like, from a food perspective, it was fine. It had everything you needed, right? Because brunch is the great buffet equalizer. Yep. You give an omelet station and really everything else is...
Yeah, that's all you
need. Some decent desserts, properly portioned. It was everything you want it to be. Plus, the servers each walked around with a bottle of champagne in their hand. Now, admittedly, it was a cheap champagne, but it didn't matter.
Right, it's a buffet. You kind of expect that.
But they didn't have champagne flutes. They had, like, plastic cups, so it was like a bigger vessel. And I swear they topped off the champagne more frequently than they topped off the water or the coffee.
Ooh.
So that was nice, because I had a buffet hater in my midst.
Oh, no. How would you go to Vegas with a buffet hater? I'm whispering in case they're listening.
My dad's a buffet hater.
You know what? This person just has like a very small stature, so it just doesn't have the physical capacity.
Okay, I understand that.
But the champagne was like the equalizer here. Because there was 4 people, 2 who, were there to eat and gamble, and 2 who were there to talk. The buffet heater, one of them. And so it was nice because, you could eat your meal, and then you're like, you know what? There's, a whole casino of gambling out there. Deuces. Y'all stay in chat. And they were, totally fine with that because, the longer they sat there, the more champagne they got. Hey. And all of a sudden, that $15, I can't eat that much. It turns out you can drink that much.
Oh, yeah. Champagne, even cheap champagne.
Yeah, easy.
That's a cheap champagne brunch, I gotta say. In Vegas, I guess it's not.
Turn it into a mimosa, and that helps disguise the taste of cheap champagne.
Why would you do that? But that also waters down the booze.
It does.
But don't you get unlimited?
Yeah, but still, remember, this person's whole thing was limited stature and capacity.
A splash of orange juice. It doesn't matter. She enjoyed the champagne.
She just kept having the champagne.
Yep.
Well, I had a little revelation this week.
A revelation?
Yeah, I kind of connected the dots a little bit. Someone asked me about some of the new coffee creamers that are out, the Snickers and Almond Joy and whatnot. And, I see them invariably. I'm like, we never talk about those on the podcast. Then I remember why.
I don't talk about them. I would put them in hot chocolate.
I had a food experience with one of them, actually.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that in a second. But I was thinking, I never buy them just for me, though, either. And it made me think, if you have good coffee, you don't need the flavored creamer. It's just like why I don't like condiments. One of the reasons I don't like condiments. If you have good food, you don't need to disguise the flavor.
What's not disguising? It enhances.
But if I have good coffee, it's fine on its own.
Some combinations are just really good together.
I drink my coffee black. So, because it matches my soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I love flavored coffee too. But if you have just regular coffee, I would almost have to buy cheap, not good coffee so that I could buy those creamers. And that just doesn't make sense. I'll just buy good coffee.
Put the creamers in hot chocolate.
That could be an option too.
But if you have a good hot chocolate, it doesn't.
But some people buy the $1 Oreo hot chocolate.
Well, then that's not good hot chocolate.
Some people sitting at this table that is not the host.
Or me.
You know what? If you have a nice, good $8 hot chocolate made with real chocolates, it doesn't need your creamer.
Did you want to talk about your creamer experience before I have my food experience?
Oh, God. Are we ever going to talk about the Oreos?
We are.
We'll get to it eventually.
I had at Dunkin' Donuts right now, they have Girl Scout cookie flavored coffee drinks.
So like Thin Mint? Thin Mint. And they call it Samoa?
They actually call it coconut caramel.
Coconut, yeah, which is probably the better one.
Because they can't, it doesn't, that way it's not Caramel Delight in some places, Samoa in others.
Yeah.
They just call it that. So I had that in the coffee. Just I'm like, I'll have the Caramel Delight drink. And they're like, well, what do you want it in? And I was like, you've got a picture of stuff. They're like, well, we could put it in any of them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm like, well, what do you recommend? She's like, just put it. I'll give you double of the syrup in coffee.
Ooh, that could be dangerous. That could be too much.
It was.
No, is it syrup or creamer?
I don't even know what. It was. Whatever it is, she basically did.
Did it make the coffee light?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it was probably creamer then.
But they had a couple of pumps. I think they have the coconut and the caramel. I don't know.
Okay.
Whatever happened, I got it was probably back in the days of the double before the podcast, but with coconut too. It was good, but you definitely hit a point where you were like,
"That's sugar."
This is going to send me to diabetes school.
School?
Where they teach you to eat healthy and this can be prevented.
Okay, well, my food experience has...
Please don't say salad. Please don't say salad.
I'm not going to. I'm going to say Dairy Queen.
Oh, you went without us.
Well, it's in my building. You go without me all the time, Brian.
Maybe.
I'll see pictures of you posting with your blizzards with other people or emptying your trash. Yeah, anyway.
Emptying my trash?
The empty container in your trash. Well, I hit a blizzard too. Well, you were, but anyway. So, but you're going to still chide me for this because...
Okay, you got a salad here.
No, I did not.
You went to the Orange Julius side.
Brian knows the few times we have gone together.
You didn't use the GC
I will
line?
comment on the pretzels they have, and I've always wanted to try them.
Yes. Happy hour prices, right?
Right.
In the afternoon? Mm-hmm.
You get 3 hot, soft pretzels for like $2.
Yeah, it's cheap. It's really cheap.
And if it's not happy hour, it's like $3.50.
Yeah, so either way.
So I decided I'm going to try the pretzels from a Dairy Queen that's not a grow and chill that also has an Orange Julius and is in the Skyway of downtown.
Oh, so they just put it in the Turbo Chef.
They're hot dog shaped pretzels. They look like hot dogs. I got to show you the picture. I should have had it up. I will post the picture too. Because when I got it back to my desk and I opened up the box, I'm like, did they give me hot dogs? And of course, sorry DQ, but they didn't taste that good.
Were they on the rollers?
Yes.
And you ordered them anyway?
Well, I didn't know that's what was going to be.
So what kind of blizzard did you get?
That's
what I thought.
I went for the hot dogs and the Diet Coke.
No.
Wait, and you went for the hot dogs?
Not the hot dogs.
The pretzels.
The pretzels.
When you're getting something that you're not sure how it's going to be at a Dairy Queen, you get a backup blizzard just in case.
And, okay, this picture shows the salt on it. That's the only way I knew it wasn't.
Those do look like hot dogs.
Also,
they're great on the edges.
Yes.
Also, there's a reason it's called Dairy Queen and not pretzel.
They
Not
were
like
the
Pretzel
right.
Hut.
I will say this: they were the right consistency for a hot soft pretzel. Strangely, but not the flavor. They were a little sweet.
Really?
So even though they were the hot dog rollers, they were.
I would
sweet.
think they maybe tasted like the hot dogs, like they got some of the.
But good thing out of all this, and I have it somewhere. I paid with my credit card, but he asked me if you want my receipt for a free dilly bar. Mm-hmm. If you pay with your credit card and get a receipt, you fill out a survey and you get a free dilly bar.
I hate to tell you this, but almost every fast food place has that deal. If it's not a dilly bar, it's like
I was gonna say, I'm not going to get
Whopper or something.
No, but this, I did not. I've never had that offer from Dairy Queen before because I'm always paying with cash.
Well, even so, if you just asked for your receipt, you would have gotten it.
A lot of receipts have take a survey and get like a free coffee or something, and why would I want that? Seriously. Plus, I don't go to fast food that often.
So we had the big news this
but
week.
I'm going to get a free dilly bar.
They've been out for a couple of weeks.
Oh my gosh, we are a little...
And we are late to the
slow.
party.
I think just the day after we recorded the last episode, which was a little earlier than usual because someone was in Vegas, the day after they finally hit the shelves here, the Most Stuf Oreos.
And they are stuffed.
Yes, they are. When you open that package, it's... You can see they are not
kidding around. These were made as much for Instagram as they were for eating.
They really were.
And we will be Instagramming the photos for sure. I know we're late to the party, but we will be.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. We have some other angles.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting closer. It's just going to be a can of frosting one of these times when you open it up. It's going to be vanilla frosting.
Can of cream.
Yeah.
Just the Oreo cream.
I think they make that, actually.
They must.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this was too much?
Mm-hmm. I mean...
Well, Brian, you doubled...
Okay, we'll get to that. I feel I have never thought that the cream was really the star. And the regular Oreos are fine. The limited edition that have different flavors, that's fine. The double stuff and the mega stuff, I don't eat the Oreo to have all the cream. I know there are people that disagree. That's fine.
It's about balance.
Yes.
I was going to say, I'm surprised, though, that it didn't... I thought I was going to think it was too much cream, and I generally wouldn't eat it, but it didn't seem too bad to me when I was eating it.
I mean,
I just couldn't taste enough chocolate.
Right.
There was chocolate there, but I was like, this is all cream taste.
No, like Danny said, the balance was thrown off. If you want to be overpowered by the cream, that's okay.
What I found happened with these, which is weird, is the cookies come off super easily.
They do. And... when you look at them, when we open it at any point out, you can see the seam or whatever. They just took 2 regular creams and put them together.
They put two double stuffed creams or something and put them together.
Yeah, because you can see that there are 2 layers of cream.
I thought that was like, when you go to Dairy Queen and it has like the bulbs of ice cream. Mm-hmm. I thought it was 2 bulbs of cream.
You can kind of separate them.
Yeah, I feel like they just took 2 things, and which is fine. I mean, it works. It's very thick.
Also, the chocolate cookie, at least half of it has a habit of falling off.
Yeah, that's when the cookies come right off. So what I found I was doing with these is I would take the 2 cookies off and just eat the chocolate cookies, because they were good as chocolate cookies.
What do you eat, the cream?
And then you just have like this thing of cream.
Oh, that's too much on its own, though.
Did you try it?
Okay, now I know I didn't, but I feel like, and I know what you're gonna say, but I feel like that's eating frosting right out of the container.
What?
And
I know. 2 weeks ago I did that.
We all did that. Some of us used to do that as a kid.
But it's.
I just handed him
too much sugar.
Basically like a cream biscuit to try. Oh God, I took nibbles. I didn't put the whole thing in my mouth.
I ain't baby.
I was just like, I had it, I would snack on it. Like, just have the thing of cream and take like a little bite. And then what you just did is terrible.
Just like I went into the sugar bowl with a tablespoon and just scooped away. And
you were supposed to snack on it with bites. I handed it to you. I was going to say, take a bite of that and nibble. And by the time...
you didn't. You handed me the whole thing, so
and
of course
it just
I put it in my
straight
mouth.
in your face.
Do you know me?
Brian was trying to be the most stuffed himself.
Mm-hmm. Let's try this again.
No!
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
So you just take the cookies off. They pop right off. Here one for Amy.
I mean, just the cream alone looks like a white fudge covered Oreo.
I just snack on that.
It does.
Now I have like this little discard pile of cookies.
Yeah, the cream is the size of a regular Oreo.
Yeah, but just try, just like have a little bite of it.
No, why would I want this?
It's snackable.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
It's tasty.
If you think just licking the frosting jar is
I'm
snackable,
telling you, this is a better way to eat the thing.
No.
This doesn't taste the same as frosting.
Disagree.
So
How is it different from frosting?
Because it's Oreo cream is different than frosting. It's different ingredients.
Brian's putting his back together.
I am. That's the only way I can do it. Now, as Amy said...
there's some cookies for you if you want to, like...
As Amy said, I did decide to double stuff these. And my goodness, that was... I mean, if a regular one was too much, that... I can't even... The amount of sugar and cream, it was like I took a birthday cake and took away the cake. And just had like a mound of frosting and a thin layer of cookie.
How many bites did you eat it in?
The double most.
At least two.
At least maybe two.
Maybe 3. 2 to 3, we'll say.
See, we're nibbling on our little frosting pot.
I don't mind, but I did it in multiple bites.
Yeah.
See, I know it was more than 2 because when you bite into it, it breaks apart so easily, as we said. So
I had not realized until my little like nibbling on the frosting puck. But the cookies themselves on their own are pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
Now, are the cookies themselves thinner?
No.
Am I imagining?
No.
Okay, they just look.
No.
The other thing that I would not like about these is that it's going to be so hard to dunk in milk, and that's how I'm going to eat my Oreos.
One of these is as thick as 3 thins.
Okay, so we did get the Oreo thins. Is it really only 3?
Well, yes, but that's got cookie cream cookies.
Yeah.
That's
so when you take 3 Oreo thins, that is the same
more like
height.
2 2/3.
Okay, it's the same height. Yeah. I thought there were going to be a lot more that would stack up to that.
It's because of the texture on the cookie that if you sanded down the tops of those, because there's a lot of air in between.
No, there are, because the cookies are rounded a little bit on the thins.
Yeah.
If you could flatten them.
So
that's why I said 3, because it's... With the rounding, it looks like
and I'm sure,
2.5, 2 1/3.
I mean, this I think with the thins it would be hard, but it would be fun to just take the cream and see how much cream would equal up, because that would be a lot.
Yeah, the thins creams would take a lot more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But these, I think it's a gimmick. I don't think they're gonna.
I would not be in danger of eating a whole bag box of these at once.
A couple.
My favorite trivia comes from the packaging.
What's that?
Where it says it is 110 calories per cookie.
Wow.
And how many have we eaten now?
Just one.
One?
Well, like one whole, and then like cream from another one.
I just watched you.
Third one.
In the last few minutes, you've eaten 2.
No, just the one. I just pulled the cream out. I haven't even had both cookies from you.
And before the show, you ate...
No, I didn't, because I sampled these at home. I didn't have any from our stock.
Okay.
I sat out that mayhem downstairs.
So, when you had these at home, how many did you eat at a time?
Like 1.
Yeah.
Because then you're just like, oh my god, there's so much cream, it's gross. I just finished that puck of cream we were talking about like 5 minutes ago. I just finished mine.
I mean, okay, this tells you something. This is making me feel kind of bad about how much sugar I'm eating. And I don't feel that way ever.
You eat sugar salad.
I know.
Oh, would the cream be good on a sugar salad?
No.
No.
I think it would be. Melted over stuff.
I just dropped one of my cookie pieces and I'm sad. Because I don't know where it landed.
We'll find it later.
Brian gave me his from the frosting cloth. Oh, and an Oreo thin.
No, it's not.
We couldn't even tell. That was 2 cookies and 7.
I took them apart to take pictures.
The thins have so little cream in them.
Yeah.
See, now those, it's the opposite. You need a little more cream, in my opinion, in the Oreo thins.
Although the thins, you can just pound
Danny,
like
you're
a whole
mess. What are you doing?
It's the new studio.
You're throwing things all over the place.
I almost got my cookie is back, but...
Yeah, I wasn't going to pick up the KitKat, but let's move on to KitKats.
All right. We have international KitKats.
We have Grape from Japan, brought to us by listener Chris.
Yep. You may know, if you are into podcasts, you may know him as Mookie Harrington. If you're into wrestling podcasts.
WrestleNomics Radio.
Yeah, Mookie Ghana.
Mookie Ghana.
Kind of a big deal.
We got Ruby Cocoa Beans. Was that from a listener or just from you?
I got these in Europe. These actually originated in Japan. They're in Europe. There's a whole story about the Ruby Cocoa Beans.
And then we have the white chocolate chunky Kit Kat from
That's
here.
a Nestle. No, that's a European one.
Oh, European.
That's a Nestle.
And thoughts? We've tried them all by now.
Yeah. So the Ruby Cocoa one is kind of interesting because Ruby Cocoa it's a new thing. It's like the first new chocolate introduced in like 80 years. And KitKats, they were the first ones out with it. You could buy it like in bulk from Callebaut, I think is how they say it, the chocolate supplier. But the first like candy to be made with them was KitKat in Japan. And then it was pretty funny, apparently, back in April. They were trying to be the first one out in Europe, and Fortune and Mason beat KitKat out with a Ruby chocolate product. And so the Ruby KitKats were released the next day. Because they were holding them back. And then when someone else had them out, they went out. But they claim that they're made from Ruby cocoa beans. And that some existing cocoa bean varieties have been identified as having the right attributes to be processed into Ruby chocolate. So these are pink, but they're not artificially colored. This is the color.
Oh, it's the color of the bean.
Yeah, so it's a different production method and different cocoa beans that produce this, like, red chocolate. Kind of a red-pink color.
I kind of liked them.
Mm-hmm.
They were sweeter than I thought they were going to
sweet.
be. Mm-hmm. We've had enough Ruby cocoa where it could go either way. It could taste sweet or it could taste like pinto beans.
No, it doesn't taste as sweet as the Oreo cream.
No,
just to let people know it's not that
possible. The Most Stuf Oreos are kind of a freak of nature.
But sweeter than a lot of the international KitKats are.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really good point because a lot of the international snacks are not as sweet as American snacks.
Yeah, these like have kind of like a fruity taste to them.
A bit, yeah.
And then like a little bit sour too, I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not... it's artificially sweet, I think, but it's not... I don't know how to explain it. It's not like
corn syrup sweet.
Yeah, it's not an artificial.
So and the sugar
overly sweetness
is separate from the bean, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like a white chocolate, but it's not a white chocolate.
Yeah.
Because it definitely has like a chocolatey flavor, it has like a fruity flavor, a little bit sour. I'm gonna say I like my chocolate.
Yeah.
I would say that too. I prefer the regular KitKat to this.
I definitely would not choose these over a lot of the other KitKats.
And speaking of, we have, or at least I do, very high expectations for Japanese KitKats now. Most of them being really good, but like their strawberries better than ours.
Yeah, I think the matcha KitKats just
they're very matcha.
Made
if you
my
like
bar
matcha.
be low for.
But if you like matcha, that's very matcha.
When I was in Las Vegas, there's a Hawaiian candy store I always go to, and I get some matcha almonds there. They had from Japan the matcha KitKats, and I stared at them for a long time.
You like them, right?
I did like them.
Yeah, if you like matcha, they're very matcha.
But they were like $8 for the bag, and I was like, if I bring these back, Brian will just be so sad.
I wouldn't be if you were happy and you didn't make me eat them. I would not be sad.
But the fun of bringing you back and being like,
and not making me suffer.
Then Brian, I brought back some KitKats. I found like some Japanese KitKats, and it was the matcha ones. Anytime you say, "Hey, I brought us something," I am not excited.
Well, if you said I brought you some Japanese KitKats,
I would not be excited because I would be expecting something like spicy cornfield.
No, I think we've had more good Japanese KitKats than not so good.
Yeah, but I don't trust Annie.
But it's not I don't think his concern is the Japanese KitKats. It's the purveyor.
Yes. It's you.
I would. I don't look to find things that you would hate.
Really?
I look to find things
that will get a reaction.
That are interesting.
Just like if you wanted to do coffee creamers, we could do that.
Oh, okay.
You just know all my reviews will be I don't like coffee. I can't think of the word review, guys.
Like when you think about the Thai potato chips, I didn't get them because I thought you would hate them. I got them because I thought they were interesting.
Last week's.
Uh-huh.
Or 2 weeks ago.
But
you really were looking forward to making me suffer. You were really excited to getting that on video. And that was 2 weeks ago, actually.
It was 2 weeks ago. And I just knew that, it would be a fun experience. But I wasn't like, oh my God, Brian is going to hate these. I was like, oh my gosh, these are going to be really interesting.
That was the week the news people were here, and you made me leave so that you could talk about them because you didn't want me to hear.
I didn't want you to know because if I said that I had like
giant squid ink,
like chili squid
chips,
there's no way you would.
Okay, guys, let's
stop
living in the past.
Oh, Grape KitKats.
We have Grape KitKats.
Oh, hey, Grape KitKats.
And going back
technically the Kyoto Grape KitKats.
Going back to my expectations of really good Japanese KitKats, these were good, but they weren't super good.
I didn't think the flavor was that strong. It was great for sure, but it kind of tasted like Kool-Aid grape without the sugar.
I don't know if it was that bad, but it was not grape.
Some of their
red grape, green grape, purple grape, whatever. I've had lots of grapes in my life.
I've found that their fruity flavors tend to lean a little bit too hard on the white chocolate base.
Well, I liked their strawberry. That was very strawberry.
Yeah. I think if it had that level of sweetness, I think these would be better. But it doesn't surprise me that they don't have that.
If it's in front of me, I'll be eating them. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you, Chris.
Yeah. It's great to try that. I was really looking forward to these.
I like the packaging.
They were pretty much what I expected.
And they come in a box, and within the box are 3 individually wrapped
packs of 2.
We'll call them fun
doublets.
Size.
Yeah.
It seems like the
What's
Japanese
the standard
KitKats?
Japanese size?
The standard Japanese little
but what we would call fun.
Yeah. The standard Japanese Tupac. I'm gonna make that an international like an international measurement now. It's a Tupac of Grape KitKats.
I think it's time for some Dayquil right now.
It's a Tupac of.
So moving on to the white chocolate chunk.
The chunky.
Chunky.
Is it just a chunky?
Yeah, I liked it. For white chocolate, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. What really surprised me about this one, we had the peanut butter chunky, and that was just bursting with peanut butter. And the salted caramel, that had a lot of stuff in it. This was just a wafer.
Well, yeah, because it's not a special. It's just like a regular chunky Kit Kat.
But even a regular Kit Kat has a thin layer of crushed up Kit Kats and chocolate, so I was kind of expecting more of that.
It's almost like it has the regular chocolate inside, too, looking at it.
Yeah, it didn't do a lot for me. So nothing bad was about the flavor. Amy's getting a magnifying glass out.
She's like a detective.
It is mostly wafer, but I thought there might be something more.
She's like the Sherlock Holmes of KitKats here. Do you have trouble reading, Amy?
No.
I think she's just trying to really
I was just trying to really see if there's anything else in there.
It's just that you have that enormous magnifying glass so handy. It came out of nowhere.
This was a gift from one of my first jobs. Our boss got us all of these because we used to have to read printouts of the tiniest stuff, and he had trouble reading. So he got us rulers and magnifying glasses. See, it's a boring story.
But it's not about how you have it. It's that you had it
at the ready.
Right.
She just whipped it out.
You didn't open a drawer.
I whipped it out.
You just all of a sudden, I saw your hand. Your hand was gone, and then it reappeared with a gigantic magnifying glass.
It's like she's Mary Poppins.
It was like she had it in a holster.
Reached her bag.
She had it in a holster. What else do you have down there?
You know what else I have down here?
What?
A steak. Okay. So yeah, these I wouldn't go looking for these again.
No.
No. Probably not.
Yeah.
But again, if you put it in front of me, I'll eat it.
The peanut butter ones were so much better. So much better.
I still have one of those at home.
You haven't eaten it?
No, not yet.
I need to order some. Amazon has them.
I'm going to bribe Brian with them.
Next time you bring something really awful, you better be bringing that too.
Okay. Maybe I'll have some.
I'm running low on Bean Boozled as well, so if you could stock up on
that.
So we'll round.
Speaking of awful food.
Well, these weren't. Well, anyway, the chips, the Lay's chips from India.
Yeah, these are actually Lay's.
We have India's Magic Masala and Spanish Tomato Tango.
But these are from India.
But they're both from India.
They're from India. So we're back to Lay's not in the Thai.
United States, yeah. Right. So the Spanish Tomato Tango, I don't know if any of us still know what that means.
I don't know, but it really tasted like ketchup.
I was going to say, I think it meant ketchup.
This was the most ketchup-y chip we've had.
Yeah. See, I thought it tasted like tomato soup.
Oh.
I didn't really get ketchup. I got tomato soup.
It has the little chili, like the little spicy chili pepper on the box.
But it's not really spicy.
I mean, I would eat these with the grilled cheese.
This tasted so much like ketchup.
And that's about it.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is Have one again, Brian.
Yeah.
I had it and I was like, this is finally like the elusive ketchup.
I can get the Campbell's tomato soup flavor from here too, though. I can get that.
I feel like, the tomato taste is too strong.
Do you like it?
I don't dislike it. I'm not really getting a lot of ketchup though. I don't think they're the spices.
Oh my gosh, this is like 8 inches from my nose and I can smell it.
Yeah, it's very aromatic.
You know what I don't get from it?
What?
Potato chip flavor.
No. Well, maybe a little bit. But yeah, to me, this is like straight up tomato soup.
It's like Campbell's tomato soup.
Yes,
not like homemade tomato soup.
No.
And overpoweringly tomatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a little SpaghettiOs in there too.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that's kind of the sauce, flavor.
The SpaghettiO sauce, yeah.
Yeah, I can get that. So these were better than I thought they would be. I still don't know what they're supposed to taste like, but
yeah, they're all right.
I don't know. Yeah, I could find myself in situations eating these. I think that if I were in a restaurant, I did order something like a grilled cheese. It'd be fun if these came on the side. It'd be something different.
But this doesn't make me...
No.
You know, I think they sell these in India, but... These could make it in the United States.
Really?
I think maybe, yeah.
Yeah?
Not as Spanish Tomato Tango.
Would you eat these as a snack?
I don't really like them. But I think that other people would like them.
Amy?
Sure. I don't think I could eat a whole bag, even this little bag.
Yeah. I don't really like tomato soup, though.
Yeah, I like tomato soup.
Once you said tomato soup, I could crumble a few of these on top of tomato soup instead of, like...
Crackers or
oyster crackers or something.
Why would you put tomato soup on your tomato soup?
Texture. Give it the texture. Maybe it would enhance a little bit.
But moving on, there's also the Magic Masala.
Oh, good lord.
Okay, let me see that
which are kind of magical because they have got a kick.
Oh, my goodness.
It says... Oh. And this looks like a new version because it says on the bag, better mix of spices.
Better than what? These were awful. How could they be worse?
Well, they weren't awful.
Yes, they were.
Mm.
They tasted like the smell when your garbage disposal backs up and combined with feet.
Nope.
No? What did they taste like?
A little bit like masala. And then there's nice heat to it. You get a nice warmth.
I didn't even get heat. I got funk. Danny, what'd you get?
I did not like these. I mean, I'm not going to just go off unprompted like some people do. Just at the mere mention of them.
And I'm very full of sugar right now.
These did not taste like potato chips.
I like them better than the tomato thing.
These just tasted...
You like them better than the Spanish Tomato Tango?
Mm-hmm.
No, you're wrong.
Wow.
Well, I'm not wrong about my own tastes.
Yeah, no, this time you are. Normally I do like Europeans or your own, but not this time.
Chili, cilantro, garlic...
No, I like all of those things.
Yeah, I like garlic. I think it's the garlic that makes it bad. I like garlic, but this is like garlic that you fed to a vampire to kill him, and then you took it out after the autopsy and put it in the chips. That's the kind of garlic this is.
I don't know what it is, but...
I think I like the heat more than anything.
Oh, I didn't get heat.
There's dried mango powder in this.
I will.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Eat another one. It might clear up your sinuses, Danny.
I'm trying to read.
Oh, this is the worst. Oh, Amy, how can you like this?
Well, it's not my favorite.
What is your favorite? I can still ask that.
My favorite is Pringles jalapeno.
That's not even a chip.
Or even regular Pringles. But the Pringles jalapeno is so hot and spicy.
That's not even a chip.
Oh, there's also a kettle chip. Oh, what's the brand that has a good jalapeno? But anyway.
This is foot fungus flavored.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I wish I could share these with everyone listening so that you could experience the awfulness. If you wanted, I won't make you.
What's worse, this or the top ramen chicken Pringle?
Oh, it's close. I would say these are worse. And that's saying something.
Okay, so normally Masala has garlic, ginger, turmeric, garam masala, coriander, cumin, yogurt, salt, spice.
This is like when you open your garbage and you're like, ooh, I have like chicken wrappers in there or something that's making it smell. Like, yeah, no, this is...
Do you like...
Well, I just got the heat, though, so now I can see where you're getting the heat.
Do you like Indian food in general, like curries or tandoori or...
Some things I do.
I mean, a lot of cultures and cuisines have curry, so it's not specifying Indian curry.
Yeah, I like... I can...
Yeah, it's not the curry that's making this bad.
Indian food. What's interesting is all of the claims about the better spice mix. They actually justify them in different cities. So this better spice mix claim is based on research conducted by Nielsen between January 6, 2018 and January 22nd, 2018 amongst a sample of 1,141 consumers of Lay's India Magic Masala and competition brand. In Kolkata, the claim is valid on existing Lay's India's Magic Masala when tested as competition, and in Delhi, Mumbai, and Chennai, the claim is valid on the new formulation of Lay's India's Magic Masala
of disclaimers
when tested against earlier formulation of Lay's India Magic Masala. For manufacturing unit address, see the first two characters of the batch number and see below. So...
They legally had to put all that on there, if there's that much legal... I mean...
It also has, in quotes, proprietary food. So there you go.
Oh, food is in quotation marks? That makes sense.
Proprietary food.
The wasabi Pringles are these. The Japanese wasabi
wasabi Pringles.
Wasabi Pringles.
That's just
packing
wasabi.
peanut.
Packing peanuts, no question at all. There's probably a lot right now that I would choose over these chips.
Yeah, no, these
durian
candy. Durian candy.
Oh, see that it's similar.
No,
to me, it's similar.
I am with Brian on this.
But the Japanese fish cake Pringles.
Those were fine.
Yeah, those were okay.
No, those were fish, man.
Yeah.
No, that's the Oganagamaki thing. I can't pronounce.
I don't think that was any language.
This was from several episodes, guys, not the recent one we had. I think
what you just said, though. The durian was bad because that was a hard candy. If that were a chip flavor, okay,
and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse.
Because of that, I would choose these chips because they're gone sooner. But if it were a durian flavored chip, I would take the durian chip, I think.
These are, put this way, these are in the running with the durian candy.
This is one of the worst things. And I wasn't expecting that at all.
No, me neither.
I was kind of like, this will be interesting to have. And then I can see the curry on here and
fried
different
pickles
spices.
and ranch chips.
I'm telling you, Amy, I would pick almost anything over these.
That is bizarre.
Yeah, I'm with Brian. Like, basically, this is in the range with durian.
Mm-hmm.
I did not expect that either.
I think it's not even close to durian.
I was,
Durian tastes like vomit and sewage.
This is not that far. This is a next door neighbor. Garbage and feet.
Not even.
Yeah.
This is garlic and spice.
You know what is weird? Is the Thai Lays. I thought most of those were going to be terrible.
And those were pretty good.
And we ended up...
There were a couple that were good.
Yeah, we ended up, certainly excluding the squid. The other three, they all had, like, their positives. These Indian ones are just not.
No, I'm not gonna lump them all together because the Spanish tomato tango, I see value in those.
But I did not expect the masala to be this bad.
Would you rather have a circus peanut?
Yeah. Yes.
Because you guys hate those.
I would eat a box of those over one.
I would rather have the squid chips.
Oh yes.
Well, the squid didn't have that strong of a fish flavor.
Exactly. This had a strong flavor.
It doesn't have a strong fish flavor. There's no fish in masala.
No, it's feet.
Oh. I was like, squid didn't have a strong fish flavor. You're like, this is strong flavor.
This is strong flavor. That's not good.
Feet, the dumpster.
So,
yeah.
I actually bought these are from India, but I bought them in Europe. So the good news is I don't even know where we could find them again. I suppose I have not gone to one of the local Indian grocers.
You know
lately.
what? If people are curious, I bet if you go to Amazon, just look for, we'll say them again, Spanish Tomato Tango or India's Magic Masala.
And they're from Lay's.
And they are Lay's chips.
And if you like spice, you'll like the masala. If you like masala, you like the masala.
Spice, and I do not like the masala.
Do you like masala in general?
Yeah.
Like
I have
tiki
had
masala or garam masala?
Yeah.
I have had masala in the past, and I did not have reactions like this.
No.
Not that it tastes really like masala.
Exactly.
Yeah, looks like they're on Amazon. I can't find a price.
Can we end this episode?
Because I maybe need to vomit.
No, you don't.
I mean, we're just gonna.
There's Oreos here. If you really felt that bad, you'd be eating Oreos.
We covered them, and the Oreos are the most stuffs, and there's so much cream in those.
But it would get the taste out of your mouth.
Like the best.
I'm gonna vomit it.
When you think about it, the best thing in front of us is maybe the half a white chocolate chunk that's left, and that's sad.
I would say the regular Oreo.
Is there a regular Oreo?
We do have regular Oreos.
Oh, they're on your
size
Oreos.
So,
Amy does have a plate of.
If you've listened this far through and have opinions that you'd like to share, you can call us at 402-YUM-FOOD or 402-986-3663.
I would love to hear what people think about the Most Stuf Oreo.
You can also contact us, follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. You know how to find us for the Food Scientist Podcast.
Yep.
And thanks for listening, everybody.
Have a great week, everyone.
Bye-bye.